play of the game from way down.
Two, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bomb's going.
Oh my goodness, the ring. Bomb stats, Nico gonna find Rainer.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series. Tonight, it's a quiet night in the Nexus. Not a whole lot of games going on, so we're gonna get some replay casts. So, House of Chez's logo just does not fit very well in the black box. I think I have a way to fix that actually. Let me see if that's still, if I did that on here or if I did it elsewhere. Nope, that was in the other one. So, never mind. I don't have a way to fix that. But it'll show up on the thing. So, with these replay casts here, we're not going to have drafts. We will be able to see, obviously, the game. We're going to have map ban information because it was in the file. So we can see that. But, yeah. And then we'll come back and we'll check in where these teams are in their playoffs now. So, what do we got here? Maps, that's what we want. Alright, so... Is that right? That's not right. One second, please. Did I swap these guys? I have not swapped them. Let's swap. There we go. Bam. Now it's right. Alright. So the home team was ReGen Anomaly, yeah, so they switched sides, and so we'll have to address that. We'll have to see each game whether they're on the same side or not. But our bans here, the bans coming from House of Chez, gonna be the Battlefield of Eternity and Infernal Shrines. No Diablo maps, says House of Chez. Whereas ReGen Anomaly banning out Brax's Holdout and Dragonshire, they don't want Zerg or Dragon Knights onto this. And our first game is going to be selected by House of Chez, and it's going to be Cursed Hollow. Now this is on the current patch, just barely. I think it was actually just a couple days after the current patch came out. Back January 23rd, week 8 of the regular season. And this replay brought to you by none other than Lidrock from ReGen Anomaly. Shout out to my good friend Lid, bringing us some bits, asking for a replay cast, and you know what? How could I say no? All right, on the left we've got House of Chez. It's going to be Ridley playing the Mal'Ganis here. Is that right? Yeah, okay. We've got Flash gonna be playing the Nazebo. That's weird. I think it's got them all backwards again. But the names are... It didn't swap the players. Oh my god! Really?
3, 2, 1.
Whatever. It's just popping up the different colors. So Flash is playing Nazebo, Chesmix on the Thrall, Caribou there on the Stukov, and Mariners 005 playing the Li Ming. Here for ReGen Anomaly, it's going to be Full Mango on Malthael, Anners on the Oriole, Lidrock, they're going to be playing ETC, Carve going to be on the Kael'thas, and Greymane going to be played by Genjisus. Let's do this, says Ronan. Now, just so that you're aware, this is a replay cast. But First Blood is going to go over to ReGen Anomaly, ETC helping to secure that kill onto the Thrall. So our early talents here, we do have the Mana Addict and Progrock, so going for those Healing Globe talents are ReGen Anomaly. Flash is going to head up, and looks like we're going to have some Nazebo Malthael solo action going on here. With the Searing Light coming out from Oriole, so she'll get that additional damage potential when she uses her heal, but also Now that it damages, she'll get hope return from that. Got On a Pale Horse for Malthael's, allowing him to zoom all around the map quickly. And Greymane's ability called Wolfheart. So his auto attacks reducing his cooldown on his Inner Beast. Meanwhile, for House of Chez, it's going to be Toad build for Nazeebo here. We've got the Spine Launcher? No, Reactive Ballistospores. See? So I think it was... I don't remember who said that they don't see that often, but there you go. I mentioned that we had seen it. Maybe it was Recyclic, maybe it was Lulu. How do I always get supports in here? Maybe it was Butte Holiday. They're all supports. Why am I only bringing supports in as codecasters? It's so strange. Anyways, no band talents. It's going to be time to feed here. We see them pinging in onto Anders as both teams have their bruiser camps coming in. But Anomaly's a little bit closer to the wall here. And Anomaly also has level 4. So a little bit of an advantage. ETC is going to get put to sleep with the long-range Arcane Orb coming in from Li Ming there. Speaking of Li Ming, she went power hungry, getting that additional value from Healing Globes. And we've got Echo of the Elements for Thrall. Bot lane, we got Carve versus Chesmix, Kael'thas versus Thrall. And that is a difficult matchup if you're Kael'thas. Because Thrall can kind of be up in there, but Kael'thas doesn't want to get too close. He doesn't want to take that extra poke damage from Thrall if he can help it. Up in the top, though, kind of the reverse there. We've got the Nazeebo versus Malthael, and it's kind of the same circumstance, right? Your ranged damage player doesn't want to be right up in there. They don't have a real way to heal themselves. So they have to rely on either getting the last hit or putting themselves in danger and letting that, or instead letting that wave come up close to them. The first tribute coming up here, it's in the bot lane. We got siege camps going in both lanes. Malthael's gonna finish up top lane before coming down here. Has Pale Horse, so should be able to make it down pretty quickly once completed. Nice big sleep there from Mal'Ganis. Gonna get everybody in the back lane. And Nazeebo coming down does hit up a couple of frogs into the ETC there. But it's looking like, with Malthael taking a while to come down here, top lane nearly complete, but the first tribute gonna go over to House of Chez. And Malthael going right back. Go back to your lane, Malthael. Stay in your lane, as they say. Looks like a lot of heroes here in the middle for House of Chez. As the rotation coming in from Anomaly to gather up that XP. Currently, ReGen Anomaly taking a little bit of a lead in XP, about a half of the level so far. The Silence coming out, keeping Mal'Ganis nice and safe. Greymane getting some splash damage there in onto Caribou. And the next tribute's coming out. Tribute number 2 in the top half. It is on the side slightly of House of Chez. So slight advantage there. Kael'thas gonna clean up the bottom lane, get another globe. Still sitting at 6 globes there for Kael'thas, 8 globes for Progrock. About halfway for Echo of the Elements, and Toad's sitting at a you know, nice comfortable number of 9. Make that 11. So still a fair bit to go before really any of those quests are completed. Carve trying to get some shots over the wall. Gets the gravity lapse onto Mal'Ganis, but didn't have any follow-up. And now Carve by himself is going to get attacked by both of the front line here. That's going to be a kill onto Kael'thas. And Ridley continuing on for Malthael here. It looks like Malthael's not too concerned about that. In the meantime, Thrall pushing back the backline. Li Ming trying to get the tribute here. Full Mango looked maybe like they were going to be able to make it out. And then Li Ming said, you know what, I can come back to this channeling thing. And dropped a nice fat combo onto Malthael. ETC trying to make it away from Li Ming. Almost got caught by that Arcane Orb, but was just able to get away here. Nice knockback there from Anders, preventing the House of Chez engagement onto this bruiser camp. Without that knockback, that becomes a contested point, and considering there's a 5-on-3, probably a successful invasion. But that knockback prevented that from happening, gives the Bruiser camp over to ReGen Anomaly, and they still have a very slight XP advantage here, about a quarter of a level now. There's ETC looking for the power slide onto Mal'Ganis. Did not interrupt the Night Rush, so Mal'Ganis is going to be able to make it out. But they do have Greymane pushing in onto this wall, so they have a lot of potential damage here between this Bruiser camp and Genjesus shooting away this wall, getting that first tower down, and the next tribute is coming down below in the bot half of the map. This time it'll be slightly on the side of ReGen Anomaly, giving them a slight advantage. And of course, they've got level 10 coming up as well, so at least before that, if at all possible, House of Chez wants to try to look at this, but they don't have to push in for this. This is a very safe point for them to be. They don't have level 10s quite as close as ReGen Anomaly. If they lost a player, then level 10s come up, and all of a sudden ReGen Anomaly gets 3 kills instead of 1. So they're going to go ahead and give that tribute up, and instead start working on some camps and continue their quest to level 10 as they as well get level 10. ReGen Anomaly picking up the Phoenix, the Mosh Pit, the Resurrect, and they're looking for this Nazeebo. Oh my goodness, what a stun! Anders getting the Detainment Strike, taking out that Nazeebo, and giving a Last Rites strike over to Malthael shortly after getting it. By the way, Last Rites, also Cursed Bullet. So those are your ultimates here for ReGen Anomaly. On the side of House of Chez, though, we've got the Gargantuan, the Massive Shove, Ridley trying to stop out and stun maybe that ETC. Did get the sleep there, and sleeps plus Li Ming get a lot of value here. ETC power sliding on to Ridley, not quite able to get that Carrion Swarm off, and that's going to be another kill, make it a staggered death even, with no real front line here. So Kael'thas is going to be able to get the channel. Mosh Pit did go out, but didn't matter. Massive Shove coming out from the Stukov allowed the 2 people that were locked down to be saved. But Thrall, not so much. Thrall was here underneath the team the whole time, and you know what? With that staggered death, once again, ReGen Anomaly saying, you know what? We got a kill. Let's get a boss. And I imagine with this Gargantuan here, they're kind of saying, hey, thanks for the free damage onto the boss. Again, the stun from Detainment Strike, and just barely on the clip of that corner. But they're going to get double, triple kill. What just happened? It just took them too long to get that boss. Make it a quad kill. Li Ming popping off here. And this time, Massive Shove gonna get the knock into the wall against ReGen Anomaly as Anders going into the wall, getting a little bit of a taste of their own medicine. Yeah, of course, Lid. I shouted you at the beginning, but you may not have been here. I know you're doing some Storm League. So we got this siege camp going up in the top lane here, but House of Chez, with that pretty significant team, not quite team wipe, but getting the most of the team down, was going to start this boss, but they're going to pull off. As ReGen Anomaly here, full 5 squad, they put the Malthael to sleep, and Full Mango just taking all the damage from Li Ming, trying to get that last rites onto Malthael. I'm sorry, Mal'Ganis rather, but just not able to make that stick. And that boss going in the bot lane here, on its way toward the keep. We'll check in on its health in just a second here. Want to make sure we don't miss the action. Boss is sitting at about a little under half health here. And this is curse point for whichever team picks this up. We see the knockback. Mal'Ganis getting just obliterated here, but so is ETC. But they have Resurrect, so ETC's coming back in just a moment. They need to stall out the Thrall. They do. Carve stepping forward to try to get maybe a gravity lapse in there. But this is a 5-on-4 here now as Malthael is back with that Pale Horse. Gargantuan's falling, and it is taken out. Toad's now complete, so Nazeebo doing even more potential damage, getting this this dot damage. Now, Anders so low, has to be extremely careful. Yeah, that one Spiders could have ended the life of Oriel here. Looking for that Detainment Strike, not quite able to get the stun out of it. Malthael, really the only hero that's overly healthy here, and is surrounded by 3 members of House of Chez. A little bit less healthy now after getting some frogs in the face here. And double kill there as the return kill from Thrall. They get the kill onto the Oriel here. ETC very low as well. Greymane in full retreat, sitting at about 15% health, and House of Chez going to pick up the top boss. They have absolutely no worries at this point about ReGen Anomaly coming in on this with just ETC and Greymane. And there goes the curse here. Now, the one positive for if you're ReGen Anomaly is that Li Ming doesn't have a lot of mana, neither does Nazeebo. So this boss is going to get value for sure. It's going to take out this top fort. Honestly, it might even take out the mid or the top keep, depending on just how much they push with this. Oh, but Li Ming gets power hungry. That's right. So she gets even more mana from those globes, and so she's almost full mana now. So there you go. Gargantuan coming out ahead of the boss, so they're gonna be able to clear that up fairly quickly. But bot lane is pushing up here as well. ETC's gonna step in, has to step back out because of the boss stun there. Gonna get the power slide in. Oh man, the Cursed Bullet looking for the Nazeebo, but the silence coming out rather from Stukov. We're gonna get the Sundering, interrupts ETC there. No mosh pit for him. And Kael'thas getting taken out there by the Li Ming. And with a full health boss nearly, they're making their way onto the core. This is very early in the game, but there's 17 seconds until Kael'thas is back, 13 until ETC, but this core is just dropping so quickly. Greymane looking to try to get a kill onto somebody. Caribou's gonna go down, Li Ming's gonna go down, but it doesn't matter, it's just too late. And game number 1 is gonna go over to House of Chez. All right, let's take a look at these stats. So that game was just a little bit over 12 minutes in length. A very quick Cursed Hollow game, level 13 to 14. And just House of Chez able to capitalize on that top tribute there. Tribute number 5, which led to curse number 1. So we'll have to see what ReGen Anomaly does in response. Let's see. So if I swap these, does it swap everybody? It does. So I don't know why it screwed up the players earlier. Give me just 1 second here. I'm just correcting where the players are so that my little game player pop-up window thing actually shows them with the right team. And this is just one example of, you know, why it's a good idea to keep your teams on the same side. You know, home team on the left, away team on the right. Makes it easier for us casters, because I guarantee you that we're gonna see a flip-flop. Like, it always happens, right? Let's see. So, okay, so at least not in this game. Looks like game number 2 is going to be Volskaya Foundry. And we'll see what happens with this. House of Chez picked the map. And let's input our heroes here. So this is where House of Chez looks to get a 2-0 domination. Or ReGen Anomaly looks to begin their reverse sweep. After all, you can't have a reverse sweep if you don't lose the first game. It's not possible. Let's see. Wow, more Oriole. Was Deathwing banned in these games? Nope. Sure wasn't. No, fair enough. Alright, we are all set up, so let's get into game number 2. While we wait for this to load, let's take a look at our map history here. The House of Chez started off with the bans onto Battlefield of Eternity and Infernal Shrines. ReGen Anomaly banned out the Braxis Holdout and Dragonshire. And our first game there, Cursed Hollow, picked and won by House of Chez. Game number 2 here, also selected by House of Chez. And we are all set up and ready to go. Let's get our teams introduced. Currently up 1-0 on the left, we've got House of Chez. It's going to be Chesmix playing the Falstad. We've got Flash playing Gul'dan, Caribou on the white main, Ridley playing Mal'Ganis, and Mariners 005 on Dahaka. And on the right, ReGen Anomaly, we got Carve playing Jaina, Littlerock on Garrosh, Anders on the Oriole, Full Mango on Rexar, and Genjesus on Zeratul. That was weird. Shading looked very dark there for a moment. Not sure what happened there, but looking at one of the player's vision just sometimes does that to you. Moriel. Yeah, more Oriole, exactly. All right, so what do we got? So white main going into Pity the Frail, so she's going to do extra healing when they're under 30% health there. Also, it reduces her cooldown when she hits with Searing Lash on the Inquisition there. That's her laser. Searing Lash is the double slap thing that she puts on the ground. Flash, however, getting some damage coming in from Genjesus. Has to be a little bit careful when you life tap when there's a Zeratul on the other team. Suddenly, just out of nowhere, a big burst of damage can find you in the graveyard. Mal'Ganis looking for the sleep there, but everybody was pulled back here. Support camp warping in at the 1 minute mark. All of the camps are available here. We got Rexar versus Dahaka in the bot lane. A little bit of a Misha charge right over the Dahaka. Asserting dominance is the bear. But taking a look at our talents here, so Echoed Corruption for Gul'dan. We've got Time Defeat, so every time he hits a hero, he's going to get a little bit extra healing. And that's on a cooldown of 6 seconds, rotating for each hero. We got Falstad going into Seasoned Marksman. We got Tissue Regeneration for Dahaka here. And you know, when this map first came out, it was a map that, like, Dahaka didn't see a lot of play on, because there are very few Steam vents here, right? Those two, there's this one right here, and then, you know, these up here, and that's it, right? Like, I guess there's one, you know, on either side right here, too. But this is not a very Dahaka-friendly map. There's not a lot of places for you to zip around. But then people started playing Dahaka here. And I don't know, like, I don't know why. I guess they just kind of said, you know what, it's not that big of a deal. I can get enough around the map. So, continuing on with our level 1 talents here, we got ReGen Anomaly going into the Fingers of Frost for Jaina, so getting that extra mana return. But also, eventually, once she finishes that quest, the additional critical strike damage from her chilled targets. Searing Lash, or Searing Light, rather, for Oriole again. We got the Swoop Bird of Prey? Yeah. For Rexar. Groundbreaker gonna be upgraded to Warbreaker here. And we got the Cleave going into Greater Cleave. We see the pings here calling about the support camp. It looks like Garrosh looking for a kill, gets the white main thrown over the wall, and she's just toast. Nowhere to go. A lot of damage going out onto the team from that Echoed Corruption. First Blood, what a great play. What a great throw from Littlerock to get that white main into that corner and instantly surrounded by ReGen Anomaly. And that's the kind of pick you want to find when you've got a Garrosh on your team. Using the terrain as well. Gonna see Dahaka get stunned there by the Groundbreaker. Now the question is, can Garrosh get close enough to throw? It doesn't even matter. The Misha stun was the end of that one. So another kill here for the ReGen Anomaly squad. The gank squad coming in with Garrosh as the control point, sitting at 50% so far. But in the meantime, the support camp was picked up. Ridley's going to be carrying that around on Mal'Ganis. And we shall see. We get some pre-pressure down here in this bot lane. Jaina and Garrosh holding on to the point as the rest of the team coming down to get down the full wall. Not quite the tower. So just the one tower and the wall. But that is immense value. And once they get that tower down, that's another small burst of XP. And they did lose the channel. right before the completion there, so be it. Turret going down. There's Misha Charge looking for the Gul'dan. Garrosh gonna throw him back, and that's gonna be another kill for ReGen Anomaly. The sleep coming out from Mal'Ganis. Looking for the Falstad was Zeratul there. And the Fellclaw's not quite able to get the Zeratul. Turret still out, still getting some damage here. Pummeling away, looking for heroes. Litorok getting a nice bloodthirst there as well. Mariner's going to have to pull back here, maybe? Maybe not. Goes back in. The sleep coming out onto full Mango as Ridley going to get stunned, trying to use those Fellclaws to get out. Just barely gets out of the blizzard. But Dahaka not so lucky, and now Caribou having to pull back as well. Doesn't have a lot of mana. And the first protector of the game going to go over to ReGen Anomaly. I didn't even realize that Gul'dan can drain life from the protector. That is silly. That is just... yeah, okay. Alright, that laser. Bad laser. Who's shooting the laser? Alright, Carve. Fix your lasers. Hitting the wall, not even getting one of the towers. Didn't get the healing well, I'm pretty sure. I'm critical of lasers, folks. It's a fault. That laser was fine because there wasn't anything else for it to hit other than players in the tower. So that's fine. That's fine. But with the Protector, 14% has 8 seconds left. They're playing a little bit of just kind of zone defense here, getting the XP that they can as level 10 online for ReGen Anomaly. They got the Ring of Frost, the Resurrect, Unleash the Boars. We got a Decimate. What? And a Void Prison. All right, Sleep gonna go out, putting the Zeratul in a brief pause there. And it looks like they might be considering invading this camp. The camp, I think it would just pretty much die. I mean, it's better than 0, and it's better than the team letting the team get it. But they're trying to look for a fight here, but they're not getting it in a great place. There's the Zeratul Void Prison, the Ring of Frost coming out. They had to unleash the boars there as well. Ridley putting almost everybody to sleep, trying to get out, but Caribou falling low. But the Mighty Gust pushes the team into the fort range here. So they are taking some tower shots. Carve getting under half from that fort. But they're able to finish it up now. So they did get a kill. But man, that was a risky play going in between the fort and the wall. Ultimately, level 10's picked up here for House of Chez shortly thereafter. So we've got the Scarlet Aegis, we've got the Horrify. Speaking of the Mal'Ganis there, oh, Garrosh throwing Caribou into the team is in a little bit of danger here, using that Decimate for the damage and the slow, but not quite able to get out. He's coming back though as the Resurrect coming in. Now the question is, can he make it out of this? Horrify just a little bit too early, so Litorok's able to just walk away. All right, so continuing on, we have the Carrion Swarm, that Mighty Gust that saved the team so very much earlier, and the Isolation from Dahaka and Rexar using the resource of Misha to make sure to keep track of where people were coming through here, holding onto this bush and making sure that anybody coming down would give him some fair warning. But we got a fortification camp invade coming from ReGen Anomaly here. Picking up that turret is Litorok. The support camp picked up earlier there by Anners. Now Rexar at this point, I think, yeah, needs to bail out. I heard there was a Decimate. There's a Decimate, baby. Look at it right here. It's right here. There you go. We'll follow Garrosh for a little bit. He's popping off a mount. Coming up into the top lane. Only sees the Dahaka down there in the bot lane. So Zeratul and Garrosh are potentially in danger of ganking here, but it's okay. Oh, look at this. We do see them heading down into the bot. Are they able to capitalize on this? The wall is fully down. Unleash the Boars coming out, so they're at least slowed. And ReGen Anomaly's pinging the danger sign there, but they're going to push along up top here with the siege camp once it gets here. And this is Yeah, I was gonna say, this is a good play for ReGen Anomaly, and it's good for them to pull House of Chez back. We've got the Protector coming up as well here shortly. So a little bit of value from House of Chez, not a ton. And about half of this tower, about 60% roughly, of this tower down. So a good place for ReGen Anomaly to start. Now this positioning seems a little awkward to me. Like, I get the Jaina there, kind of, although I feel like ReGen Anomaly's not in a great position right here. Because a Mighty Gust would really suck for them where they are right now. And then their two other heroes are kind of out here, which means that they're very split, which is maybe what they're going for. But it means they can't disengage off the point very easily either. Let's put these talents away for a minute. Garrosh gonna throw Mal'Ganis out. Mal'Ganis, however, gonna put him to sleep. So those are two cooldowns that are down for another 10 seconds or so here. Biotic emitter and turret dropped so that they can keep this going. Mal'Ganis is gonna... Wow! Mal'Ganis' Carrion Swarm was perfectly timed to avoid the overtime. Oh my goodness, and here comes a big Void Prison looking for the ring. Can't get the ring, she's in the thing. Mighty Gust is going to keep him alive along with the Scarlet Aegis. There she comes out of the Protector, pops the ring, gets the Mal'Ganis, and the Gul'dan. Gul'dan's gonna get taken out. Littlerock very low here, but gets some healing from his team. And Dahaka could be the next one to fall if they can just find a little bit of CC, but it's not looking super great. So they need to get somebody back into this Protector. And it looks like, I think Littlerock was thinking about going in, but it looks like Genjis on the Zeratul is going to be the one going in. And now the armor going up to 10. Look at that laser. Look at that carve. Look at that laser. Okay, rewind. Look at that laser. +1. Great job, Genjis. Hitting all of the structures. You love to see it. All right, 2 forts down in favor of ReGen Anomaly. And we see Pings calling him out to get the XP sitting over here. We got a bunch sitting in the bot lane as well, so we'll see if they pick that up. Protector coming straight to the bot, looking for this last fort. Garrosh and Ariel. Not a lot of damage here between the heroes that are outside of the Protector. Now Mal'Ganis, however, looking for something, but ultimately changes his mind. We got Jaina sitting at about 7,000 on her Fingers of Frost level 1 baseline, or I'm sorry, Frostbite. Fingers of Frost is done. Frostbite quest, 7,000, so a little bit under half. We've got Warbringer already, or Warbreaker almost done here. Full Mango, though, taking a whole bunch of that Echo. Oh, what a feigned death! Dodging the Fell Claws. This is such a good game. There are so many good plays that ReGen Anomaly has made in this game. This is so fun to watch at this point. ReGen Anomaly currently sitting up 16s and getting the support camp here. Mal'Ganis not quite able to tap in, get the Zeratul. Rexxar hanging out in the mid lane. We do see Zeratul now checking out what's going on here at this siege camp. Does have Void Prison. There it is. Gonna be only on the one. They see the pings coming out for Genjis. Oh, the into the fray, pushing Zeratul out. The Mighty Gust coming out. The Ring of Frost is not gonna hit. There goes Carrion Swarm to keep Mal'Ganis alive, but also the Horrify here. Littlerock very low, coming back into the Biotic Emitter. Might be able to make it out. Does with that big heal coming out from Anders. They're looking for Ridley. Can they? Oh, the knockback not quite there. And it's looking not so great for the Dahaka, but also for the white main as Zeratul blinking in, getting the kill. Misha gonna fall to Falstad here, but they get the kill onto Gul'dan as well with Rexxar. So ultimately a 3 for a half. There you go. That was like 2 minutes ago, yeah. Yeah. That's not a lot of damage. 97 oh, sorry, it just upgraded to 101 damage. It does do double damage though. I mean, so it's 200 damage in an AoE. It's definitely more than AoE taunt would do. All right, Mighty Gust gonna push everybody back here just for the moment. Although there is still a siege camp and a couple of catapults here, so still some danger. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Rexar continuing to push on the bot lane fort, has now a full minion wave. So very likely that this bot fort is going to go down now. Yeah. But think, just hold, stick with me here, Psychic. AoE taunt. Well, here we go. There's the Void Prison coming into the ring. Triple Ring of Frost. Cooldown's gonna melt. Whitemane falling very shortly thereafter. Dahaka as well. So all three of those heroes just deleted. So I was gonna say like that, except with taunt, you don't even necessarily have to have the Ring of Frost. But you know what? I mean, when you got Ring of Frost to combo out of that Void Prison, along with some Decimate action, all right, fair enough. Get the cooldown reduction, you get the slows, and at level 20, if he takes it, you reduce the damage too of those players. Fortification camp gonna be picked up by Carve. Looks like maybe they're gonna head up and get the siege camp. Is that what we're doing? No, we're tapping. All right, we're tapping. Just tap it in. All right, bot lane gonna get pushed up here by Garrosh and Oriel. Zeratul in the mid lane, keeping the minions cleared up there as well. And level 20 is online now for ReGen Anomaly. Falstad flying in. I think he was looking for the gust, but didn't quite fly far enough. Does it? How does it reduce his cooldown on Bloodthirst? Does it? It doesn't count as auto attacks, right?
Has taken control of a protector.
And I could swear she just said blue team's taking control of the protector. Well, we'll pretend I didn't hear that. So ReGen Anomaly picking up the protector here. They've got level 20 advantage, and they're rotating up into the top lane with this protector. They're gonna have about a minute. And at least for now, just the 4-man defense coming out from House of Chez. See the danger pings calling out that Mal'Ganis is nearby. This is going to be a keep going down. And it looks like they're going to start making their way onto the core. They've got Jaina, Zeratul, and Garrosh. So these heroes do need to be a little bit careful as Oriel is in the protector. And it looks like they're gonna get some damage onto that mid keep here. Mal'Ganis gonna get thrown away. Hits the Night Rush. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So mid keep is about half. But that's really all they're gonna be able to get out of this. They're gonna pull back now. They don't have their full squad available to make sure that everybody survives here, and you can be sure that Genjesus is looking for a VP here, because they do have their full combo available, and Rexar's not necessarily critical to that. At level 20, he did take his auto attack, both for him and Misha upgrade. We got the Cold Snap, we got the Light Speed, the Mighty Titanic Might, rather, and then, of course, Shadow Mending here for Zeratul. So, I don't know. It's hard to say whether that was potentially game or not. I mean, they had the protector for a minute coming into that top keep rather, and then they just kind of didn't play it out. And I think that was because Anders was in the protector, so they felt they needed to be extra careful. Sleep coming out from Mal'Ganis. I think if he committed just another half a second there, he probably gets 3 of them, but didn't really need to. And could have potentially run the risk of being Detainment Strike into the wall. You're gonna kill, so using Decimate makes it easier to get kills. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I thought because it's get a kill with the ability, isn't it? If I remember right. That makes it, like, I've never taken that talent because I thought it was just straight up, you know, kill somebody with that ability, and it's not like it's a ton of damage. So, yeah. He gets the auto attack cooldown reduction on it, though. If he does, I think that's a 4. Oh, yeah. Makes sense. All right, well, ReGen Anomaly once again setting up their kind of Void Prison gank here. But there's no camp for them to come through. There's no reason for House of Chez to come here. And House of Chez isn't level 20, so they are electing to stay defensive, stay in their base. They have no reason to come out of this. In fact, it's better if they don't. It's better if they wait for these waves to come into them, especially knowing that there are catapults here. We see the assist calls here coming. Zeratul hugging that wall as close as possible, trying to find just the right position for another Void Prison here. Support camp going to be in 120. We got this siege camp ready to go. Full Mango picked it up earlier. But there's nothing else on the map. Their fortification camp for House of Chez is going to be up in 15 seconds, 10 seconds now.
Protector is almost ready.
And around the same time, we're going to have Control Point A coming active. So House of Chez getting a little bit more aggressive with their positioning, wanting to get those level 20s before this control point is up. And now we're seeing ReGen Anomaly head down here. And Genji's is going to go ahead and drop that turret, because why not? It's free. Detainment strike onto Dahaka, so he's going to pull back here. And the Protector going to begin the channel for ReGen Anomaly. ReGen Anomaly has picked up all 3 of the Protectors so far this game. In theory, getting another one should win them the game. They should be able to go straight to the core. I guess they'll go through probably through mid, because it'll take less time for them to take that down than to go all the way around. But House of Chez trying to clear up the lane, clean up the siege camp here so that they don't have that pressure coming in for when they actually come in and engage on the control point. Full Mango dropping his turret so that he can come back here and pick up yet another turret. And this is a lot of equipment on the side of ReGen Anomaly. And Genji's is there getting caught by the Dark Swarm. And now trying to run backwards here. Gonna have to drop that turret. Also falling very low because of the Echoed Corruption. Falstad trying to finish the job, but can't quite get there. Carve, however, falling very low. Big heal coming out from Anders. They do get the kill onto the Zeratul with that Echoed Corruption. And there's Blind as a Bat coming out from Mal'Ganis, but a big Blizzard combo. Maybe a little bit of a misplay there from Garrosh, throwing those 2 out of the Blizzard for that next round. But Anders gonna get the res onto Jaina, so she's coming back. Zeratul... I'm confused. I thought Zeratul died. Zeratul did die. How did... Did that not say... Did not... How did Zeratul get a kill when he was dead for 15 seconds? Did I just, like, miss-see that entirely? Did he die twice? Because Jaina got rezzed. And there was not 40 seconds in between when Zeratul died and when Jaina got rezzed. I'm so confused. It looks like ReGen Anomaly wins this game, but I'm so confused. We're gonna... I never rewind. I'm gonna rewind. Because that confused me so much. Ridley trying to get somewhere, but getting killed by Oriole there with the machine gun out of the Protector. And it looks like we are going to go into game number 3 here as ReGen Anomaly winning the Protector for the 4th time this game. There you go. There you go. Hey, I mean, you guys had... It could have been dop damage from Zeratul, but let's take a look at those talents. So Zeratul's cleave damage is over 3 seconds. That was like 10 seconds after Zeratul died. I'm so confused how that even remotely could have happened. So let's take a look at the talents. We'll take a look at the stats, and then I'm gonna rewind. I never do this, but I have to see what the heck just happened. I mean, I could just go back and look at the VOD, but where's the fun in that? This is a replay. We do what we want. All right. I just gotta figure out. So that was probably... Let's see. Zeratil's dead there. All right, so let's watch this again. We're just gonna watch Zeratul. Like, literally, that's it. So Zeratul gets brought out. He gets echoed corruption. There's the void prison. Okay, Zeratul is dead. Zeratul's dead. So who does he kill? Maybe I just got it backwards. Maybe I saw the Gul'dan and Zeratul thing and thought it was Zeratul. There's the throw. Jaina falls. Here comes the resurrect. Caribou's... Oh, it was the turret. It was this turret right here. Got it. Okay. All right. Mystery solved. It's just like, it was so confusing. How does this happen? 15 seconds later. Oh my goodness, that was good. That was good. I like a good mystery. All right, third game of this best of 3 series gonna be selected by ReGen Anomaly. They are the map pick. It's going to be Towers of Doom. And I was right. They switched sides. Let's see. Okay. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see. In this game, also neither Oriel or Deathwing were banned. Which one is... Okay, so I gotta swap these now. So swap and update. And let's get into the game. All right. On the left, it's ReGen Anomaly coming off of their hot victory on Volskaya Foundry, looking to complete the reverse sweep. It's going to be Carve playing Thrall. We've got Full Mango on the Rexar, Genjisus on Kel'Thuzad, Anners on Ana, and Litorok playing Johanna. Ana Johanna in the house. On the right side, we got House of Chez, their first chance at playing Oriel tonight. It's going to be, let's see, what do we got? Flash playing the Vala. We got Caribou on the Oriel, Ridley on the Blaze. Junkrat going to be played by Mariners 005, and Chesmic's going to be playing Leoric this time. They did switch. Isn't it, like, it's so frustrating. Oh, man, because it's so easy then to just be like, all right, a ReGen Anomaly, but they're not the red team. Crap. But anyways, checking out these talents here, we've got, speaking of the red team, House of Chez making their way in the bot, getting that extra soak here. We see the danger pings calling out that Johanna's rotating in. Blaze gets put to sleep there by the Ana, but no chains coming out. So we got Bird of Prey again for Rexar, Echo of the Elements for Thrall. We got Blighted Frost here, so getting that additional root duration once completing that 30 stacks of Master of the Cold Dark. We got Laws of Hope for Johanna, getting the extra heal over time there. And the Sleep Dart build here. Slumber Shells, causing people to get slowed after they've been put to sleep. Meanwhile, for House of Chez, we've got the Caltrops for Vala. We got Swift Sweep for Oriel. The Consume Vitality for Leoric. I don't even know what Junkrat's is. Blow him up. So additional damage from his Steel Trap or Concussion Mine proccing gives him that additional damage on his basic attacks. Both teams coming into the siege camps now here shortly after they spawn. And then, is this Adrenal? Endurance Stimpack. So giving a shield to Blaze every so often. And I think I'm already, like, I don't know about that one. With the Kel'Thuzad on the other team, how do you not take new habits? Pyromania used there to give the additional armor. Like, I get the idea of the shield, keep you alive for longer, but Unstoppable also keeps you alive for longer by just saying no. So we'll see if Kel'Thuzad just goes crazy on this Blaze. Up in the top lane, though, Full Mango getting nearly the kill onto Leoric, but now has the Vala and Oriole rotation in. And I mean, this could be a first blood, but it looks like Carv's coming up to try to help. Does get that Feral Spirit out there, and never mind, no first blood here. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Sapper's hitting the wall, taking out the tower and the wall. And so far, almost halfway point on this tower, this bottom tower as well. I agree, Anders. Like, new habits is just so strong. I can't understand why you would pretty much ever take anything else. And it looks like, for the most part, we're going to have a primary commitment from ReGen Anomaly in the bot lane, whereas House of Chez gonna work on top. Vala gonna be able to pick that up for free here. It looks like ReGen Anomaly picks up the bottom one here. Anders, sorry, not Anders. Oriole's been played by Anders in the red team last couple games. So Caribou, however, trying to get the channel, but Misha gonna sacrifice her life so that she can stall that out. And Kel'Thuzad coming in, gets the pull in onto the Oriole. And you know what? I gotta shout out Gen Jesus. Absolutely fantastic play to use Leoric as a Glacial Spike there. Gonna be another kill getting that connection onto Vala. And a third kill. Triple kill coming out for ReGen Anomaly on this. All basically coming out from that chain. That first chain using the unstoppable Leoric and placing the root correctly. That's the other thing too, right? Is recognizing when the first player that you put the chain on is not going to move. And putting that root in the right place to make sure that you get the kill. We see the pings coming out for the siege camps as it looks like both teams are heading there. And a little bit, yeah, I was going to say, a little bit of a different positioning here. We see Littlerock holding onto this bush in stealth mode, whereas Ridley just using the oil to scout that bush, making sure that nobody had come in. But it's entirely possible somebody could have. Could have been even the whole team there, because Vala and Oriole were both on kill duty. Once again, the siege camp's going in the bot lane. Almost full level XP advantage over to ReGen Anomaly here. Possibly looking for something here. They get the root onto Junkrat. But with that concussion mine nearby, Thrall's going to go ahead and back out. The sleep dart onto Blaze. And he, again, gets put to sleep there. Has that Pyromania used. So that's a 90-second, I think, cooldown. Thrall looking for the kill onto Vala. Is not quite able to catch up. The call traps going out. Slowing any movement speed of, say, a particular war chief trying to follow behind. And there's the root. Now that's gonna trigger the Dirty Trickster there for Junkrat, so no more Suicide Vest for at least a little while here. The channel gonna be completed by ReGen Anomaly, so 36 to 28 so far in favor of ReGen Anomaly. And we got Misha once again holding onto that bush. Misha charge coming in, getting the stun onto Flash, and Vala gonna be the next kill of the game. So far, 4-0 in favor of ReGen Anomaly. And level 10 picked up. So what do we got? We got Blessed Shield. We got the Frost Blast here from Kel'Thuzad. We got the Earthquake, Unleash the Boars, and Nano Boost. So all kinds of ways to slow heroes from this team. We got Rexar being able to slow. Eventually, maybe at level 20, he can slow as well. We got slows from Kel'Thuzad. We got subdue, or rather punish, from Johanna, along with the stun. The slow from Ana. Oh, speaking of Unleash the Boars, up here in the top, Rexxar making use of that ultimate just to get away. But in the bot, we got Combustion coming out as level 10s available here for House of Chez. It's going to be Scarlet Aegis, along with Strafe, Entomb, and Riptire. Scarlet Aegis, like, I guess against the Kel'Thuzad, yeah. Like, having a Resurrect into Kel'Thuzad, plus the Thrall route, plus Unleash, like all these slows, as mentioned, so many different ways to CC that Resurrect probably is more difficult to play around here. I don't see Oriel channeling. She's just standing there. Can ReGen Anomaly take any advantage of this? It doesn't look like they care about it. Okay. So Oriel just took a long time just kind of checking out the altar there. But ultimately, both teams taking 4 points. We got Rexxar pushing up the top lane once again with Leoric coming up? Question mark? Is he going up? Hard to say. They're all coming, rotating down here as a little bit of a just a bit of a check out, just an eyeball. But this is a full 5-man rotation here, so looking for an Entomb most likely. And I think they could have gotten the Vala there with that Entomb, because Vala can't vault over walls. And by Vala, I mean Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thuzad also can't vault over walls, coincidentally. But Vala was very close, so as long as she was in good position, could have gotten that. Jet Propulsion coming in. There's the Frost Blast onto 2. Riptire coming in, looking for a big hit here. Gets 3, getting a double kill from House of Chez. Make it a triple as they get the kill onto Thrall again. 3 for nothing, and House of Chez coming in with a huge play, which started off looking like it was just one, just going to be the Thrall, but that Riptire getting so much value. And with that triple kill here, we do see them coming back onto the map. Might be able to get this bottom fort. Oh, the sleep going out on Vala. Has to be careful. It's going to get rooted. Can they get... Is the Aegis? No, they don't have the Aegis. They already used it. So that's going to be a counter kill onto the bottom fort here. Rexxar coming out with Unleash the Boars, but this is the only one really here. Gilzai coming in a little bit later. Going to get the chain. A double stun there and almost getting the root as well. Frostblast coming in, it's gonna hit 3 and takes out 2, and they get the 3rd kill. Holy cow! And that's gonna give the altar over to ReGen Anomaly. What a response! Gen Jesus. Wow. Started with full mango, getting the slow onto the team, getting Gen Jesus in there to get big damage onto the team, and then the Frost Blast kills. Leoric coming in, gets the stall, but might end up paying for it. Gets the Blessed Shield, and yeah, taken out there. 4 points for ReGen Anomaly. Couple of House of Chez had a great play right going into that tower. Then they got the tower. Then ReGen Anomaly coming back on the back side of that tower and saying, nah, we got you. Hey, Megan and Chaotic, welcome. So good to see you guys. All right, ReGen Anomaly with their kills picking up the bottom tower as well. And with that advantage, they're going to come in here, grab these sappers. But House of Chez going to start pushing up in the top lane here. Not a lot that Blaze and Leoric can do against this either. So they may try to just stall this out to prevent these 3 points from coming through. But with all 5 heroes here, that's a tall order. Unless they don't all stay here. So it's a little bit easier now that Rexxar's not here. They don't have the potential for that Misha charge safe stun. But Genji's doesn't care. Genji's is right up on that line, daring them to come in. Gets the root onto Leoric. He's going to Wraith Walk out. Blaze, Jet Propulsion's in. 1, 2, 3 points for ReGen Anomaly there. But it could be 4. It is 4 for House of Chez, so they're going to get that boss. Triple altar phase now. And this is where it gets really scary if you're House of Chez. You've got a Sapper camp coming in the bot lane. There's no time to pick up this bottom fort. You pretty much have to go for these top 2 and know that you're not even going to trade out positively in this. There's Ana getting the bot one. Rexar is going to begin the channel here. They're not even going to go for that, which means that they lose 8 points there. They might even lose 3 more here, but it looks like Junkrat's going to make it just in time. So 8-4. And I was thinking that they were 5-3, so ultimately they weren't too far off there. Only one Sapper left alive, and it will go down there shortly. So still 4-4, but this bot lane is so much more value than top lane. Potentially as many as 6 points, and it actually makes it that much harder to defend these altar points too. Unless House of Chez can get this bot lane up, the bottom altar is all but just out. And even that mid altar becomes a little bit more dangerous. Oh, I should show talents. 16-16 on the levels here. We see Genji's isn't even in the bush. Just standing there. Like, straight up just standing there in front of the bush, just daring anybody that might come by. Doesn't even care. Sleep Dart not quite landing on the Blaze there. Oh, this is a main tank Blaze too, and didn't take the new habits. Nice charge in onto Ridley, getting a lot of damage. They've got some pretty good range damage. 26 stacks on Master of the Cold Dark. So Kel'Thuzad has been able to be a playmaker and still hasn't even finished his quest. There's the Frost Blast going out onto the Vala only. There's the root coming out, getting that Death and Decay, but the Entomb coming in. Double land onto Kel'Thuzad and somebody. I didn't see who the other one. He finishes the quest, but a triple kill, making a quad kill. The only one alive, Junkrat, is likely about to fall. The concussion mine going out, but it's a mega kill for ReGen Anomaly as the altars are up, and they should just wait on this, right? Somebody wait or get this. Oh, they got the points there. Never mind. It's gonna be game going over to ReGen Anomaly. Absolutely stellar play from ReGen Anomaly. Really fantastic from them to be able to get the 2-1 victory here over House of Chez in this fight. You know, game number 1 looked pretty scary for ReGen Anomaly. It did not look great for them, but game number 2, they were pretty dominant. Game number 3 was all about it. House of Chez had that one really strong play, but this was the ReGen Anomaly show tonight. And really showcased why they're in that second seed behind Please Clap. So, as long as we're talking about such things, let's take a look. How are these standings? Oh, never mind. They're in 3rd place. I thought they were in 2nd. So, okay. So, Die for Vision passed them up by 1 point there. And House of Chez right behind them. Are they 3rd? I'm assuming they were 3rd. Yeah, okay, 3rd. And then House of Chez 4th. Yeah, of course, because we just saw the tiebreaker. Of course. So, yeah, so 3rd and 4th. So ReGen Anomaly is playing against Wood League on Sunday night at 9:15 p.m. I don't know if there's a caster yet. Let's take a look. We got a second. No caster at this time, so 9:15. So, you know, if there is no caster, I'm sure that you'll see Getting Jesus picking up the POV stream, the show off for the team there. Not show off. I don't mean show off. I mean display, let people watch the game, that kind of thing. So, all right. So that's going to be it for this match. We've got another one coming up, though, and this is a playoff match. It's going to be Piecemeal and the Tidecaller Murgles, a C West matchup. It's the first round of the playoffs, the quarterfinals. And, yeah, best of 3 still. So stick around for that. I'll be back in just a moment with once I get everything updated for that, and we'll see how this one turns out. I think this is the only playoff match that hasn't yet been cast this week, although again, tomorrow's gonna be chaos. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes.